This is the start of our most ambitious trip we have ever taken. It's a 48-day long journey through China and Japan. Michael and I are joined by one of our longtime best friends, Kevin, who went to high school and college together with us. How often do you get to take one of your best friends along with you on a trip to Asia for over a month? After careful planning of the logistics, including airfare, hotels, sightseeing, and other travel arrangements, we are excited of what's ahead in China, including Hong Kong, Macau, Cotai, and Shanghai. Then later, we will go to cities in Japan, including Tokyo, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nara, Osaka, Kobe, Kyoto, Takayama, and finally Nagoya. Why do so few people from LA visit China? Is it because of the 15.5-hour flight? Luckily, we are taking Cathay Pacific, which is consistently rated one of the best in services provided. Unlimited booze and generous meal offerings kept us happy the entire flight. This is the kosher meal on the Cathay Pacific. We get our food before everyone else. And Michael says it's pretty good, so I gotta test it here. Pasta marinara for lunch. Let's try this. Pretty good. Pretty good. This is some kind of chicken and herb dinner on the Cathay Pacific. Let's see how it tastes. What do we have inside here? Looks like, oh, here's the chicken. Down below is the brand new Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge connecting the special administrative zones with mainland China. It's 34 miles in length, making it the longest sea bridge in the world. When we filmed this in September 2018, it was still not yet open for another month, which is why there was no traffic on it. The construction of the bridge has been brought with immense controversy. Yeah, we just landed in Hong Kong after being in the air 15 hours, and we have to get Wi-Fi so we can get our directions to the hotel, right, Michael?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's an interesting question of whether you can use the Wi-Fi before you get the SIM card. I'm not sure if that's possible or not.
I think you can.
Okay,
we'll try. What do you think of these seats, Kevin, for next time?
So weird
though. With this being our first trip to Asia, our knowledge of where to stay in Hong Kong was limited. Kevin requested that we stay in the Times Square of the city. In Hong Kong, Times Square is not just a generic name for the city center, it's an actual location of the city that looks and feels like a copy of the Times Square in New York, with their own Western New Year's type celebrations.
Can we talk about our issue today, or did anything bring it up?
The best of Japanese food. You get your Yoshinoya. Starbucks, look, your first Starbucks.
Oh boy, I'm definitely gonna use that.
Oh, this street is all lit up.
Seaweed,
Shake, shake.
shake,
Shake, shake.
shake,
Follow the instructions. But do not wake the man who's sleeping over there.
Oh wow, so that's the first one. But I heard that's pretty common actually in Hong Kong. There was a story about. How does it actually look? How is it, Kevin? I can smell the seaweed on there.
Now it tastes different. It tastes like seaweed treats from Trader Joe's.
This is our view outside of our hotel at Crown Plaza in Causeway Bay.
Where?
I just said.
Hong Kong, you didn't say?
In Hong Kong, yeah. Whoops. Kevin was mentioning earlier that this skyscraper actually it has bricks on the outside, which is kind of unusual.
It's actually a wall, apparently.
And then over here, this really cool building in the background, I believe is the Ritz-Carlton.
It overlooks all of Hong Kong from right up there.
And here's Starbucks. It's actually on the 9th floor of this mall. It's so hard to get to it. And you really have to know where you're going or you will not get inside. You have to know where this is or you will never find it. Huh, Michael? What? You will never find this unless you ask someone.
Well, you know who probably has, you know who probably has found a Starbucks? There's a guy on the internet who goes to every Starbucks in the world. I bet he's been to this one.
You need to look them up. They're more interested in that channel.
I got a salmon sandwich with cream cheese and
Admiralty and change.
green tea bread. This is where we were first introduced to the vertical malls in Asia. The one here in Hong Kong is considered one of the first of its kind. A Starbucks used to be conveniently located on the corner of the plaza, but due to controversy, it was later moved to the 10th floor of the mall. It's their mini Times Square. It's like not even 1% of the real Times Square in New York, right, Michael? Ocean Park has experienced a 30% surge in visitors after the creation of the MTR line stop, which is now located just outside the entrance of the park. When we first headed over to Ocean Park, the weather looked outstanding. Unfortunately, this changed just as we were arriving. The most important ride in the park, the cable car, had just closed. This could only mean one thing. We would return another day when we can go on all the rides. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to see the cable car ride and many others in the park in a future video. Alright, let's go to the park, guys.
Ocean Park, Kevin apparently knew about this place before. I actually just knew about it when we were researching it, and it was a top thing to do. But most people's pictures, they never do any place justice, but we're going to fix that. We're going to have really high quality, amazing photos. Done.
I need the photo.
So Kevin, you're saying that this is the most beautiful park in the whole world, right?
No, of Hong Kong.
Okay, all of Hong Kong. Well,
There's only a few parks though.
Wow, look at all the skyscrapers. This is the most number of skyscrapers in the whole world for a city. Promenade, right, Kevin?
Here we are in world famous Hong Kong, a global
Mong Kok.
Mong Kok of Hong Kong.
What's funny is this actually looks more like Times Square than where
They
we
were
actually
saying in the
saying.
Times Square area of Hong Kong, but I actually feel that was done on purpose to make people think it's more busy than it is.
It's like a marketing ploy. They're like, come to Times Square, but then it's like kind of like
this area is really what people come for. They want to see the old and the new. You see these old buildings that look like they've been here for, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 years. And then you have these really giant multinational name brand stores everywhere, very luxurious.
It's a little bit gritty. It's like Times Square, like the real Times Square. So
It's,
definitely come to Mong
It's better
Kok.
than Times Square in one way. There's less crazy people. You don't have, like, our bags on the floor. We're not that worried about it, but like there doesn't seem to be like a huge criminal element. No, not a lot of weird people.
Okay, well, we gotta keep seeing things now.
Okay, keep exploring.
All right, so we're already on like the 7th or 8th floor. It's a maze here. I don't know what goes to what. There's no labels. There's no directory, but there is a random escalator to the middle of nowhere. I don't know if that's 15th, 16th floor, but if you turn around, there's escalators coming in and out. Go this way, look around. There's escalators coming in out of every floor on multiple floor buildings. So we're going to take an adventure and go on a crazy one. You got to remember, you got to stick to the right-hand side because everyone here in Hong Kong, they're going to pass like crazy on the left-hand side.
Is this the longest escalator you ever went on, Kevin?
Oh, I think it's going to be... No, I don't know.
Is
We'll find out. Now I just chill for a minute.
Because it takes forever.
But you can get a view around over here.
The longest escalators within a shopping mall in the territory are called express escalators, as you see here. A pair of them are located on the 4th floor, leading up to the 8th floor, where another pair leads to the 12th floor.
This building right next door, it like literally cuts into the atrium here, this financial building. We're just literally an atrium bridge. We're literally an atrium bridge.
Interesting issue. Why did they not build amazing buildings like this in the U.S.? People have been bringing this up for a long time, that modern architecture and the modern buildings made.
OSHA.
Is that really to blame for all of that?
Not publicly safe in California standards.
OSHA?
Looks pretty safe to me.
Yeah, well, let me just push you down the escalator and you tell me. Come on, let's get this one.
Let's see the view all the way down. Wow, that's incredible. And there's another one. You keep going up more? Wow. Look at how high this goes.
This is gonna be... Oh look, they level some of the floors.
Oh yeah.
That's just for this building.
Wow.
Now, I kind of almost amazed by this. I'm thinking, this just one building? Are there like tons of buildings exactly like this? Like,
No, they were
a question.
You're
You're gonna have to check that, change the aperture to get me clear. But you guys, you cannot imagine how big. Hong Kong is a small area, but the city basically rises, and so because of the limited space, these buildings are really impressive. What they're kind of the detail they put into it. They have a lot of luxurious features to them, and people really love shopping in Hong Kong. I bet I would say shopping is a way of life for not only the natives, but people from around Asia. They will come to Hong Kong to do their shopping because these are where a lot of the Western and Asian stores are located.
Okay.
I'm not in the dark, right?
No, you're not.
You know how to change the percentage from this?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I'm a pro.
In 2017, the long escalators that carried these passengers from the 4th to the 8th floor failed, with 120 riding in reverse direction and sent people careening downward at a high speed for about 15 seconds before slowing. A human pileup formed at the bottom of the escalator, and at least 17 people were injured.
This is the top here. What floor are we, Kevin?
I don't know. We're at the
13?
Sky Bar. No,
Or like
Next
floor
floor.
13?
You want to
check
check
out more.
I wouldn't get that.
This is the view from the very top of this mall here. It's a ridiculous fall if you fall down.
Another distinctive feature is the 9-story glass atrium, which lets in natural lighting and allows passers-by to look through the middle of the building.
This is just the first video among many, many more to come on our 48-day trip to Asia. It was produced in 4K HDR. If you enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate each and every one of you.